Yes, guys, this is Nitty Last and welcome. In this video, what we're going to be doing is taking a look at what I think is the worst SMG in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now, the reason I'm actually doing this is because Black Ops 3, as we know, is coming up to this end of this year-long cycle. Now, some people might be staying on with it, some people might drop back to it at a later date, but at the end of the day, this is pretty much coming to end. Now, as we know, November the 4th, we're going to have Call of Duty 4 Remastered, and we're also going to have Infinite Warfare. Love it or hate it, that is going to be coming along with COD 4. Now, in regards to Black Ops 3, it has got me thinking lately about, the good and the bad points of this particular game. Now, I'm not going to be focusing on the good points whatsoever. We've had enough of the top 5s, the top 3s, and what everyone thinks is the best SMG and the best assault rifle. What I want to know from you guys is what you think is the worst SMG in the game. Now, for me personally, I know straight away offhand what it is, and I can imagine that 99% of you are thinking the exact same thing. Now, it's certainly not what you're seeing on your screen at the moment. This is the VMP. This is definitely taking top spot for me. It's absolutely brilliant. It is not quite as easy to use as a Kuda, but it is a very, very dominant weapon overall. I know a lot of people, switch between the two. Some people prefer the Kuda, some people prefer the VMP. But for me personally, the VMP does pitch it as the #1. But what is the worst one out of the lot? So let's just jump into the actual categories. Now, coming up on your screen now, as you can see, we've got the Kuda, the VMP, the Weevil, the Vesper, the Pharaoh, and the Razorback. We all know exactly which ones are actually in the game. What you will notice is there is no DLC guns because I never get any ranged weapons, and I know some people have never actually used them, so we're just going to leave them completely out of this altogether. So straight away at the top, we've got the Kuda and the VMP. We're not going to be worrying about those two straight away because I don't believe, for love nor money, anyone would think that they were the worst SMG in the game. So it's going to be putting us down into these 4 here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a top 3. We're going to do a top 3. So a number 3 spot for me personally is going to be Razorback that I'm actually on now. Razorback, it is a good weapon, but it's nothing like what it was in the beta, and it just really, really lacks for me. It's just not quite what I want in an SMG. It's got some nice range and that on it, but it does shoot marshmallows at the same time. So for me, it really lacks compared to some of the other SMGs in the game. So that takes my number 3 spot. And number 2, which could be a little bit controversial, and that is going to be the Vesper. It's going to be the Vesper. If the Vesper was the way that it originally was, an absolute mountain machine, you could control it very, very easily and stuff like that, this would probably be up there with one of my favourites. But in regards to that, the way that it is at the moment, I don't like it whatsoever. Much rather use the VMP over the Vesper any day of the week. So this is only going to leave one more place. Now, only for me personally, it's going to be between the Pharaoh and the Weevil. It's got to be the Weevil. The Weevil is by far the worst SMG in this game. I hardly ever see anyone running with it. And I'd be very, very surprised to see how many people think that this is not the worst SMG. Now, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I will not knock anyone that doesn't think so, but for me, this is by and large the worst one in there. The only other controversial point that might be made with this SMG category that I've actually pointed out so far, and that is the Pharaoh. Now, some people really, really hate that gun. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I really, really do enjoy it. My top 3 would definitely be the VMP, the Kuda, and then the Pharaoh. But there are a lot of gameplays where I'd use the Pharaoh, stick a suppressor on it, and absolutely go to town. So in regards to that, I quite enjoy the Pharaoh. I know that might make some people's top 3 of the worst SMGs, but for me, I'm quite happy with that one. So what I say is we got the Razorback at number 3, Vesper at number 2, and the Weevil at number 1. So guys, let me know in the comment section below which one is your worst SMG. You can give me a top 3 if you want, or you can just post on the bottom which one you think is the worst one. It'd be absolutely amazing. But anyway, guys, this is the end of me now. Coming up on my screen now is the subscribe button if you've already done so. Make sure you're smashing that because I've got lots of things coming up with Call of Duty in the future. And guys, smash that like button for me and help support me. This is Nitty Last, and I'll catch you later.